Hi everyone, it's Bex from Write in Reach here, and today I'm really excited to be sharing with you my content plan and explaining exactly why it's the backbone of all of my marketing and why it could be yours as well. So firstly, what is a content plan? Well, a content plan is really a way of managing and planning every single piece of information and content that you are sending out through all of your channels. So that could be through your blog, through your social media channels such as Twitter and Facebook, through your email marketing campaigns as well. And I also like to use my content plan for my PR campaigns because it's a great way to get a whole overview of what's happening and to plan which newspapers or magazines or online publications you want to target and when. So the content plan which I'm sharing with you today really is broken down into two parts. It's a big Excel spreadsheet that I use and that I am sharing with you as well. The first part of the Excel spreadsheet is the forward plan. Now, the forward plan takes the form of a big yearly calendar. It's all on one sheet, so it's really easy to look at, and I also like to colour code it because I'm a very visual person, so it helps me to quickly see what needs to be done and when. And it's really worth taking some time to research your forward plan. What you should be looking for are any relevant dates or events to put into the diary that are relevant to your industry, and it enables you to keep one step ahead of the game so that you are never going to miss an important date. The second part of the spreadsheet is split into monthly planners. So this is where you really drill down and go into detail about what content you're going to be producing on what day and which channels you're going to be sending it out on. So you can either do this on a weekly basis, a monthly basis or a quarterly basis. It's completely up to you, and it's also dependent on the length of the campaign that you're working on. So to give you an example of how I work with my own business, at the beginning of the year I will fill in the forward plan with everything that I know is coming up. I normally take, a good few days up to a week researching this and make sure I fill it in as much detail as possible. I then start quarterly to input onto my monthly plans what I need to be doing and when. And I find this especially helpful for social media and blogging because it's so easy to become bogged down with thinking up new content, churning out new blog posts, new Instagram pictures, new Facebook images day after day, and you can very easily just reach a block where you sit in front of the computer. I'm sure you've all been there, I've certainly been there, where you sit in front of the computer and you just think, I've got no idea what I'm going to post today, this is too much, and then you end up not posting anything at all. So what the plan really does is, by going through it in advance and planning what you're going to be saying on which days, it means that when you come to that day where you've really reached a block in your head, you can look at your plan and think, I was going to post on Twitter a motivational quote today. And then what you can do is look at your bank of motivational quotes that you may have. For example, I like to save things like that onto Evernote, and you can pull one off and send it out on Twitter, and it really takes away the thought process because you've already thought through what should be sent out and when. It means that when it comes to doing it's a lot quicker. So this is really a system you can put in place to make the whole of your business planning so much quicker and so much more manageable. It's also great for your blog so that you can make sure as you send out new posts on your blog, you're linking it in with your social media posts as well. And as I said before, I use it for my PR too. I find it really useful when I'm planning a PR campaign to put onto the first page, the forward plan, all the different deadlines for different magazines that I want to target, because you will find that magazines work anything up to 3 or 4 months in advance. So it's important that you know that if you want to send information about your product to get into the Christmas issue, you need to be thinking about that in June or July. And because I've got it in my forward plan, it means that I am far less likely to forget to do that and far more likely to actually do it and to get results, which ultimately is the main aim of this. So, as I said, I'm sharing my content plan with you today. You can download the template below and fill it in yourself so that you start the year with your plan ahead. I really hope you find it useful, and I would love to hear any feedback that you have. If you are watching this on YouTube, then pop over to my website, www.writeandreach.com, where you can get your free template of the content plan.